What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 67 of Touch by an Angel. We go all around the world. We meet ordinary people, have ordinary conversations that have the power to transform people's lives. So let's see what God does. How are you, man?
I'm great.
I am good. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Same here.
Just for the record, I just met you 30 seconds ago, correct?
Correct.
All right, cool. We're going to jump right into it. Now, here's the thing. She had a lot of questions like everybody else does. And I told her I can't answer them because it's supposed to be unscripted. So here's the gist of what we're going to do. I want to see how well you know yourself.
Okay.
And the parts that maybe you don't know or maybe you're not seeing as clear as you should, I'm going to help you fill in the gaps. Okay? All right, cool. So let's start out with this. Life is lifing, right? It's challenging for all of us.
It sure enough is.
And when we go through stuff, it makes us feel like it's just us. Like everybody else in the world has it better than me. So when that stuff come around, when that depression come, when that negativity come knocking on your door, how do you sustain your peace to stay on top of it?
I pray to God.
Yes.
All day. God is awesome.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
All the time.
So for you to say you pray to God all day, so you stay in a prayer state.
I sure do.
That's a blessing, because a lot of people don't understand this is a spiritual world.
It sure enough is.
We just in a physical form, but we're really spiritual beings having a spiritual experience here on earth. That's excellent, all right? So we're going to shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
I want you to brag on yourself a little bit. I know we taught to be humble, but I want you to tell all your strengths from the rooter to the tutor. Don't leave nothing out. Go ahead and brag on yourself a little bit.
First of all, I'm a survivor of abuse.
Oh, God bless you.
Mentally, sexually, physically. And I lost my parents like 5 years ago. And they died months behind each other. And I've been struggling since. I'm on medication for my depression, TPSD. I have 2 children, 39 and 36.
Wow, you look like you're about 39.
Oh, wow, thank you.
No doubt.
And I had 4 grandchildren, 17, 10, 15, and 6 months.
Wow, so you've been through a lot.
Yes.
And here's the thing, God gives his greatest battles to his strongest soldiers. So you definitely strong. And here's the thing, you discussed a lot, and I respect it, and my heart goes out to you.
Right.
But we want your strengths. I want to pull your strengths out so I can help you out. You're strong, right? You're able to turn negative situations into positive.
That's
so
right.
you understand that it's not the cards that you dealt, it's how well you play your hand.
Right.
Right? You got a certain, you got a hold on life to a certain degree. You got a great perspective on life. I remember in the beginning you said you stay in a prayer state. You pray all day.
I do.
So you don't sit here and make excuses and feel sorry for yourself.
No, I don't.
No.
It don't get you nowhere.
It doesn't get you anywhere.
No.
So talk about how some of this adversity, because we all must first get uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. Cool. So talk about how some of that adversity has turned into strength. How you use some of that negativity and shaped it into positivity to help you be a better person.
Well, I look at it like this. I'm quite sure there's someone out there in the world that's worse off than I am.
Yes.
That, people die every day. I was on drugs for like 30-something years. Wow. I had 15 years clean.
Excellent. God bless you. Excellent.
I lived on the street. I turned tricks. I robbed people, and I feel bad now because the world is worse than it was back then.
But you're better.
Yes.
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 And here's the thing. See, the way we make the world better is by making ourselves better.
Right.
So don't feel bad. There's nothing to be guilty about. Because let me tell you what you are. See, knowing is half the battle. You're not making excuses and saying this person did it. No, you being totally accountable for your life.
That's right.
And you picking up the pieces to your life to make your world better. So guess what you're doing by you taking full control of your life? You indirectly give other people permission to do the same thing.
That's right.
So because you had to go first and endure a lot of that adversity, that hardship, it's built you up. So now you're a leader.
Right.
Because you're accountable for it.
And now I'm there for my children when they need stuff. Back then, I would have a lick and I go take care of them, but I would never spend time with them. It was always here. I'll be back and never come back. And I come back again when I come up again. Yeah. So I felt like back then I felt like if I give them things, that's showing them that I love them, but you need time with them.
It's time, and you know
You know.
different than a whole lot of these other people. And we all, I think, in my children, initially I thought that was more important too. But no, you realize, like you said, it's about the time.
Right.
Because love is an action word.
And now today, my children respect me, they trust me, and every day they tell me how proud they are of me. You know.
How does that make you feel when your children tell you that they're proud of you?
Okay, I remember at one time when nobody wanted to let me in their house. You know, now I have keys in different houses. You know, I can come and please as I want. You know, it's just the trust that's more important to me.
Your character.
Yes. And my mother and father, they both passed away knowing that I was clean. All they ever wanted was for me to be clean. And then I looked at it like this: God taking them home because they know in their heart that I'm never going to use drugs again.
So, in other words, because one thing I've learned about, there's a death angel as well.
Right.
So everybody that passed away, they have to accept it.
Right.
So what you're saying is basically you made it easier for your parents to accept transitioning, and they're still here in the spirit, because spirits don't die, they just transition.
Right.
So you made it easy for your parents to accept the transition because their heart was at peace knowing that you were on the right track.
That's right.
That's
right. And I was blessed with 3 grandkids. I had one that's in heaven. She'd have been 16. You know, and my daughter had to go through an operation in order to have a baby. You know, because the first one she lost. And that was, oh my God, it seemed like that was the worst day of my life. It was. And then God gave her another angel.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're an angel yourself. So what can you tell other people out there, right, that may be struggling, maybe going down a road that they know they shouldn't be going down, but they don't have the strength and the endurance, the internal fortitude to turn it around? You've been there, done that. I've been there, done that. What can you tell those people out there that want to do better, but don't seem like they can see the forest through the trees? What kind of encouragement can you give them?
Don't do it for your family, for your friends, your children. Do it for yourself. Don't go into rehab or go get help because you lost your children and you're trying to get them back. That it never works when you try to do it for somebody else or something else. Do it for yourself. I learned the hard way. I went into rehab because I was getting ready to get all this money from SSI. I went into rehab because they took my children away. I went into rehab because my family wanted me to go. I went into rehab because my mom said, well, you need to get yourself together and get your kids. I went to rehab. As soon as I got out, my enabler was my dad. He used to buy me drugs so I wouldn't go on the street.
Yeah.
When the drugs gone, I'm gone. You know, so
he meant well. He just didn't know how to express it,
right,
and that he was trying to do right. But it's just like you said, you know, when you say in the beginning, do it because you want to do it.
Right.
No, I know the part I'm talking about when you said just giving your kids things that doesn't sustain them. You got to spend that time because love is an action verb. You got to demonstrate it.
Right.
Your dad was trying to demonstrate it, but he didn't know no other way to do it except to give you things. So he meant well, right? But that's beautiful. So I'm about to let you go. Fill in this one blank for me. If I can only add this one thing to my life, it'll put me right where I need to be. Or if I can only remove this one thing out of my life, it'll put me right where I need to be. What would you add or what would you remove?
I would remove all the crime. All the crime, the killing, the manipulating. You know, it's about trust.
Yes.
You know, you have to trust in yourself before you can trust in anything or anyone else.
Now you said a lot. Trust is a time-tested attribute.
Yeah.
It's one of the hardest things to build, but one of the easiest things to destroy. That's amazing. So the fact that you said trust is what we need more of. You remove the negativity. So how does that resonate so much with you? What do you feel like? Is that connected to the time when people didn't trust you?
Yes.
When they didn't trust your ability, they thought you might steal from them and do different things, and then you earned that trust back.
Yep.
Your character got restored. Is that where that come from?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's incredible. Let me tell you something about you, right? You're not what you've been through.
Right.
What I feel from you, can I tell you what I feel from you? I feel enlightenment. Out of all the stuff you told me, out of all the mistakes you said you made, I don't feel none of that coming from you. I feel better talking and standing next to you. I feel enlightened, not by what you told me, by your energy that I feel from you. So you know what God want me to tell you? He got a miracle waiting for you.
I know that's right.
I wouldn't say that if it wasn't real.
Right.
Because here's the thing. All things work together for good to them that love the Lord and is called into his purpose. So guess what you've been doing? What? You've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. You've been doing a lot of stuff. You've been seeing stuff to people, dropping seeds, dropping jewels, planting seeds that you didn't think nobody saw.
Right.
I know it because I feel it. And God wants me to tell you that your work is not in vain. You will be rewarded for the fruits of your labor. This is what you got to do though. You got a little unforgiveness in there. I don't know who it's towards. I don't know. I feel it. It's something in there. And it's not big, but it's necessary because that right there is blocking those blessings from coming. They right there. They like this. They all battling, the blessings battling, trying to get to you. But it's that one thing, that unforgiveness.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Touch on that a little bit. You ain't got to talk specifically, but I'm a stranger. I don't know you.
Right.
So I can only go what God let me feel.
Right.
So the fact that that's on point, just talk about it a little bit. Is it a barrier? Is it something that you holding in there that you got to let go?
No.
No forgiveness? Somebody that you got to forgive? Let off the hook?
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
So I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Is it a challenge or something that you're stepping over that you keep putting it off that you haven't done?
No.
All right, cool. Well, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Well, I am correct by saying that the blessing's right there for you. It's something, maybe it's not unforgiveness. I don't know. Maybe it's anger towards something or someone.
It's not.
Nah, all right, cool. That's a blessing. I thank God that it's not that.
Right.
So you got a bunch of blessings in store coming right for you. I'm not connecting on the very reason why they not really coming in just yet, but it's something.
Right.
Can you think of anything else?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. God bless you. And here's the thing. When they say, what would you over there? Well, first let me ask you, do you feel better now after doing this interview?
I sure do.
Oh, that's a blessing. That's what's up.
I sure do.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So when they say, what was you over there talking to that boy about this, you tell them, I just been touched by an angel.
That's right. All right.
Hey, God bless you.
All right.
And keep up the great work.
All right.
All right, take care. Listen, this is a beautiful thing. This life includes us, but it's not about us. It's about reaching people, touching people, inspiring people, motivating people. We're physical beings here living on the earth, having a spiritual experience, but no, that's not it. We're really spiritual beings here living on the earth, having a spiritual experience. The only time we come out of the spirit is we operate through pride and ego. 2025 is here, my friends. All the stuff we was talking about, we was going to do, shoulda do, coulda do it now. The time is now. It's people out here, lives on the line right now. Be the change you want to see in the world, and that's what elevates the world. Be great. More importantly, be blessed.